It's not obvious, but as so often in rook endgames, the best strategy is activity. So you should just let their rook in and do the same thing on their 7th rank. And basically, white's active rook is going to be enough to give them a draw. All right. I mean, black can take another pawn first, but I think at some point there's just too many pawns coming off the board. Let's notice one thing. We've got dark squared bishops on the board. All of white's pawns are in dark squares, making them all potential targets, and all of black's pawns are on light squares. Coincidence, isn't it? No, guys, that's because you got to pay attention to pawn structure when there's bishops on the board for sure, because that makes for targets for the bishop. So here we go. I guess the trade here is not that perfect for maybe. Actually, I kind of wonder how black would capture because they're both possible. Certainly that's kind of tempting to try to get the king in here. But white avoided the trade. And yes, a 5 became a problem. If you take it right now, there's counterplay down the A file. So black did not take it. Went back to F6, and then white blundered by walking into this deflection trick where they either lose the C3 pawn or they lose their bishop. So obviously white could have played this endgame better. I think at many points, right? White is doing perfectly fine here with the king in the center on E2, the knight in the center on D4. And the only thing to really worry about here is this pawn. But black doesn't even bother pushing it. Because if you push it, I mean it's not going anywhere. The king can just come in